What's up, everyone? It's Scotty with MoneyVest. So chip stocks, semiconductor stocks are absolutely flying right now on a couple different reports published by the World Trade Semiconductors. This was statistics or trade statistics. That's the World Semiconductor Trade Statistics, so WSTS. Also, there is some deal talks between ASML and TSMC to manufacture 2 nanometer chips. And also on top of that, we've got the NVIDIA stock split happening on Monday. So you got lots to discuss in this video. There's a lot of tailwinds happening for chips and semiconductors, and they're absolutely exploding with NVIDIA now almost a $3 trillion market cap as well. So hope you all enjoy this video and find it helpful. If you do, please make sure that you drop a like and of course subscribe to the channel if you're just joining us for the first time. And the links to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below if you're interested in joining us. And of course, getting access to all the members-only private videos. More importantly, you can lock in the special pricing of $29 a month. That's a 51% discount right now for the MoneyVest beta launch. And you'll have access to the entire platform over here. So you can come over here to the Markets tab. And once everything is functioning, you can basically analyze whatever stocks you want to. In this example, we're looking at Super Micro. And you can look at their key statistics as well as the MoneyVest metrics, which is tailor-made for every stock that we can look at. Our remarks, our check marks, our M scores, and basically kind of toggle between several different years and look at different types of analysis for each company. And at the same time, also look at the fundamental analysis and plot a lot of these various charts for those companies as well. Have a more visual representation. There's going to be more and more stuff added over time for over time, right? So we're going to be adding more stuff, more functionality, more tools. For example, you can also look at balance sheet, cash flows, ratios, analyst estimates. There's going to be a lot of amazing stuff added over time. So this is going to be launched in the first week of July. So link's going to be down below if you want to join. Of course, lock in this pricing forever at a 51% discount. So link's going to be down below. So first things first, let's quickly give you guys a run through the entire market for semiconductors right now. You'll notice that everything is green with ASML leading the charge up over 9%, now trading beyond $1,000 per share. You got Broadcom at over 1,400, up over 5.5%. TSMC also pushing up on the back of these news related to these deal talks with ASML, up over 6.7, almost 7% to $162. And we got Supermicro up 4.5%, Lam Research, Micron, SMH is what I have, up 4% on the day. Qualcomm, NVIDIA, AMD on semi, Intel, Texas Instruments, everything pushing higher, not to mention SOXL, which is the levered semiconductor ETF, up over 11% as well. So ASML upbeat on potential deal with TSMC. Jeffrey says, so ASML Holdings optimistic that it is in the final stages of commercial discussions with Taiwan Semiconductor over a deal for its most advanced chip making systems and machines. And the Dutch supplier of equipment to the semiconductor industry could get the first orders from TSMC machines to produce the cutting-edge 2 nanometer chips in the second or third quarters. And there is a reasonable possibility of the agreements with TSMC being signed within the coming weeks as well. So this is really what's driving the move more rapidly on ASML and of course TSMC as well. And chip stocks also climb on global demand spikes as well. So this right here was the report which was released today. So the World Semiconductor Trade Statistics, so WSTS, has released its latest forecast for the global semiconductor market, anticipating robust growth in 2024 and 2025, and they've adjusted its spring 24 forecast upwards, projecting for a 16% growth in the global semiconductor market compared to the previous year. And the updated market valuation for 2024 is estimated at $611 billion, and this revision reflects stronger performance in the last 2 quarters, particularly in computing and markets. And for 2024, mainly 2 integrated circuit categories are anticipated to drive the growth for the year, with double-digit increases: logic at 10.7%, memory at 76%. Conversely, other categories such as discrete, optoelectronics, sensors, and analog semiconductors are expected to experience single-digit declines as well. Now, this right here is for 2025. So again, this is all released today. Updated forecast just a few hours ago. Exactly why we're seeing a massive momentum here with revived demand here on the back of artificial intelligence, of course. And looking ahead of 2025, WSTS forecasts a 12.5% growth globally, in the semiconductor market, reaching an estimated valuation of $687 billion, and the growth is expected to primarily be driven by memory and logic sectors, which are on track to soar over $200 billion in 2025, each representing an upward trend of 25% for memory and over 10% for logic as well. And this is 25% growth in the Americas and 14.8% growth in Americas for 2025. Europe 8.7% in 2025, Japan 9.3% in 2025, and Asia Pacific 12.3% in 2025 and 17.5% in 2024. So overall 16% and then 12.5% in 2025. Again, that's going to be quite interesting and very, very strong here. So again, June 5th, 2024, global chip market estimated to expand to a record $687 billion in 2025. Again, 12.5% growth in 2025 from a year earlier to a record $687 billion, heading for a second straight year of increase as demand for chips used for artificial intelligence continues to expand. An industry organization forecast showed Tuesday as well. So we're seeing a lot of momentum for a lot of these individual companies, of course. But again, the question then becomes, again, how high can they possibly go? What is going to be the valuation play here? Because, ASML has been one of my favorite companies, one of my favorite stocks that I've mentioned has huge potential because they're, kind of like in this monopoly where they do offer these lithography equipments very much needed in order to manufacture chips. Very strong companies out of the Netherlands. But if you come over, take a look at the valuation now, 13, 14 times sales, 48 times earnings, 78 times cash flows for the company as well. If you take a look at Broadcom, 49 times earnings, 16 times sales, 33 times earnings. If you come over to Applied Materials, you're looking at 24 times earnings, almost 7 times sales, 22 times cash flows. Supermicro, we're looking at over 43 times earnings, over 4 times sales. Qualcomm has also increased from its low levels to 27 times earnings and a little bit over 6 times sales. And of course, not to mention NVIDIA, now approaching $2.97 trillion. That's the current market cap for the company, hitting a new all-time high at over $1,200. So huge congratulations to anybody who's been trading, investing in, of course, NVIDIA. 68 times earnings and over 36 times sales for the company as well. So absolutely massive amounts of momentum here coming in for semiconductors. So gotta be super careful because I do believe that after the split takes place on Monday, June 10th, which is going to be a 10-for-1 stock split here for NVIDIA, I think it's really important for us to remain cautious because after the stock splits, we have seen what's happened with Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Google. A lot of these companies have sold off even with NVIDIA in the prior split. And that's exactly why I think it's really important for us to continue to be aware of the 10-for-1 stock split that happens on June 10th. And after the stock split, it's possible the stock really just starts to pull back a little bit or gives back some of that momentum. Would not be unusual, would not be something that's out of the ordinary as well. And again, indices, Apple looks to clinch $3 trillion market cap again, while NVIDIA is on its tail. And that's literally it, because Apple right now is just over $3 trillion market cap right now. It's literally at $3 trillion at the moment, as you can see, with NVIDIA just on its tail right now at 2.97. So there is quite literally about a $30 billion difference between these two companies. This is the narrowest it's ever been between these two companies. And I do believe that NVIDIA, given its momentum, has a couple more days left this week to clinch the second top spot and take that away from Apple. Would be surprised if it actually takes it away from Microsoft as well, because right now it's at $3.14 trillion. So that's about $170 billion difference between NVIDIA and Microsoft as well. If NVIDIA becomes the most valued company in the world, publicly traded, it would actually be insane. Like, no story is even coming close to NVIDIA. That would be absolutely wild. So hope you all enjoyed this video and a quick update on semiconductor stocks. My favorite, of course, is going to be ASML. We got TSMC, we got Qualcomm, we got SMH as a broader ETF. NVIDIA, AMD are my, of course, dear favorites. But again, it's this real question of valuation and the risk reward and, what makes sense at these levels. So I'm comfortable buying a lot of SMH. We'll continue to dollar cost average into this at the moment, hitting new all-time highs, so very happy with that. But then, of course, on the next pullback or the next dip in the correction, we'll start to look into some more leveraged ETFs like SOXL, and we'll dollar cost average more aggressively into SMH, and of course, buy a lot of these other individual names such as ASML, Qualcomm, TSMC, SMCI. We'll pick up more shares of those as well. So hope you all enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget 51% off for the MoneyVest beta launch, and that again is going to be a pricing locked for you forever. And you can again access all the amazing analysis, features, functionality, and everything we're going to be launching in our future updates is going to be available to you at no additional cost. So links going to be down below. As always, happy investing. I'll see you all in the next video.